need to be here.
It's all right. What have we got? Seriously, it's fine. I'm here now.
How is he?
He's not good.
I wouldn't have called you on this one, no.
No, that's okay. It's all okay. Just tell me what we got here. Liam, what have we got? We've got a 50-year-old male. He's got bruising to the cheeks, swollen lips, chipped tooth.
He was in a fight, led to a fractured skull. Wallet's still in his jacket. Juddy Nepal.
It's Judy Nipal. Judy Nipal, the surgeon.
That's right.
Is this his car? So he's pulled up quickly, given the angle. He's got some light damage to the rear of the vehicle. Looks like some blue Duco residue.
I think you're looking at road rage.
Witnesses? Not so far. Okay, Kane, you run this with Lim. You'll need to get in touch with the family as soon as you can, okay? The press will be all over it.
Just so you know, I spoke to the mass with these and they're happy for us to take over on Craig's case if that's what you want.
Thanks.
Just hang in there, all right?
When the nurses stop looking you in the eye, you know, it's...
You can't blame yourself. Just tell us what he wants to do.
I want the bastards who did this put behind bars. So they never get a chance to do this again.
Emil Wong made all his money through drugs, laundering via apparently legit businesses through Asia.
Craig was working on resort development for him.
So Craig needs him much?
Well, Craig borrowed some of their capital. He thought he'd invested in shares. The market crashed last year, wiped him out. He tried to gamble it back.
We're talking a lot of money.
So Wong wants Craig to play one way or the other?
This is Cesar Mendez. He does all Wong's dirty work through Australia and the Philippines. He also runs a martial arts gym in Sydney called the Red Tiger.
These men wouldn't have been the shooters. The Mendez would have hired the gunman. He's got form.
I'll start the paperwork for the listing devices.
Anything else from last night?
No.
I'll talk to your dad first, don't we?
Just don't show him the photos or give him any names. He'll go after him.
Okay.
Did your husband have any enemies? Anyone who held a grudge?
He gave people their lives. They were so grateful. He didn't argue with anyone.
In the last couple of days, has he received any unusual phone calls? Been worried about anything in particular?
Only his patience. He was a child.
We're going to do everything we can to try and find the person who did this.
Can you talk us through what happened last night? You remember when you first saw the vehicle?
We thought we'd given him a slip miles back. We both thought that. Craig was in the back seat sitting behind his sister. Car pulls up alongside. Shooter was sitting next to the driver. Driver, he leans back. Shooter leaned forward and shot Craig through the window. Driver must have copped some glass, so he might have taken some of the crime scene with him.
No. Anything else?
Not that I can remember now. You blokes are onto this, aren't you?
Doing everything we can to find him. Think of anything, give us a call.
Like $1 for every time I've said that.
Call me anytime, all right?
Wait. You find those two blokes, you call me first.
No worries.
Oh, away you go.
Yeah, right.
So the shooter, what we got is possibly Anglo, lean, fit guy.
He might be a martial arts student that Mendez has recruited.
So we've got to get listening devices in the Wong's hotel room, Mendez's gym. Guys, keep going for the RTA footage from last night. Right, cameras in both directions from the airport. Any questions? Boss?
Dr. Judy Nipal.
Well, the only real evidence we've got is this blue paint mark on the rear of Dr. Nipal's vehicle, CSCR onto it, and we found his car keys over here in some bushes.
One neighbour reported arguments between the father and his eldest daughter over the last few weeks.
Find out what that was about. Have you spoken to the hospital where he worked?
Yeah, admin said they were shocked losing a saint, but one of his colleagues describes him as a stubborn, arrogant man who alienated people. Apparently, Dr. Nipal was attacked 3 weeks ago in the hospital car park, but nobody seems to know why, or they're not saying.
Okay, talk to security.
Yeah, we'll do.
And thank you.
As you know, earlier this morning we conducted the first clinical assessment of all brainstem reflexes. Now, since then we have been monitoring Craig for any clinical inconsistencies with the diagnosis of brain death. We'll conduct another set of tests in approximately 12 hours, but the results from his current test do indicate the very strong likelihood that Craig is currently brain dead. I am sorry. Do you have any questions?
No, we understand.
I remember the day your mother and I brought your brother home from the hospital. It was a beautiful day. Mum didn't want to go inside straight away. She walked around the backyard with him in her arms. Said, "This is where you'll play. This is where you'll play." She wanted to be such a good mother. She didn't she? So. So.
Are you up for a confession?
Go for it.
I keep wishing it was my father lying there and not Craig.
Hey, 7 o'clock.
What are you doing home?
Doing a double shift. The boss's brother's been shot.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it is.
Like shot dead.
We don't know yet.
You never know when it might be your turn. You be careful. Don't get caught up in it.
So far we've got very few leads. Right now we just want to keep track of the two people we suspect to be involved, Wong and Mendez.
We haven't got anything on the gunman that they hide. If Wong and Mendez say anything about cars, payments, or weapons, anything, they may give us the break that we need.
Well, Wong's hotel's covered in missing devices, but he's hardly ever there.
Okay, why are we inside this Mendez martial arts place?
I've tried every trick in the book. There's always some meathead there.
Fire alarms?
Oh, it's Chinatown, mate. No one moved.
How much do you know about martial arts?
Me? Kidding, right?
Come on, guys, this one's for the boss. We do what we can, when we can. I don't care if we've got to work every night for a week. I don't want to find out, so no one's put in for overtime. Sorry, but she's come through enough. Hey guys, how you going?
Hey, we were just wondering if we could see Mr. Mendez about joining the club.
Oh, well, I can help you with that. You guys already practice Wing Chun?
No, but we like the sound of it.
In what way?
Oh, getting fit, flexibility, to be able to have more control of my thoughts. The physical thing, the mental thing, yin and yang.
Hey, do
zen.
you guys have a toilet? Sorry.
No, yeah, sure, it's just there.
Yeah, but see, I'm not too sure if my body's cut out for this stuff. You'd be able to judge. For instance, my knees. I've had surgery on my knees.
Surgery?
Yeah, keyhole laser. Like, look. So, like this.
Wong's here.
Yeah, I'm nearly done.
So the bugs are in, the phones are tapped. So far, Wong and Mendez have just been talking accounts. Apparently, a few unfortunate drug busts have knocked his fortunes around a bit.
My heart bleeds. Right, priorities.
Sorry?
I don't want you to think that I'm ungrateful. Because I am grateful, and Dad is, incredibly. What I'm going to say might sound harsh, but it's about being practical. My brother knew what he was doing. He was playing with fire. Well, actually, he was a child playing with wolves and might have completely understood. But in the public's eyes, My brother was a ne'er-do-well, and then we have a surgeon who was lying in that morgue, a much admired, much venerated man, so I want you to prioritise his murder. Craig, well, he can wait. He will have to wait.
Okay, well, there's a tradie in there with Callus, who threatened Naipaul. I'm about to interview him.
Okay, good. I'll come in.
Boss, Callis and Lim can deal with that.
No, I told you I'm
You know what
fine.
the lawyers will say. If we charge that man and you're sitting in the room dealing with the aftermath of Craig.
Mr. Johnson, 3 weeks ago, hospital security reported that you were involved in an altercation with Dr. Naipaul outside the hospital.
I was trying to talk to him.
You pushed him a number of times until he stumbled and fell. You then pinned him to the ground and a security guard had to pull you off him.
When's your baby due?
Soon. Can you tell me about what happened that day, please?
My daughter died because of him. For 6 months, I did these tests to give her my kidney, and they said that I was a match, and a good match at that. I was 4 out of 6. And she started losing weight, and anyway, I finally got in to get the results of all my tests and to see Naipaul, and you know, he might be brilliant at his job. I don't know. Everybody told me that he was, but he didn't know Katie. He didn't know how much life she had, how much we loved her, and so he says to me, forget it. Your kidneys are up to the job, so she'll have to wait. Forget it. Forget it. Why would he say that to me? After she died, I had to tell him that I'd never forget her. Not it. Katie. That I could never forget. That he should never, ever speak to anyone in that way again.
Okay, so can you tell me where you were at 7 a.m. this morning?
I was working on a house.
Where was it?
Greystanes.
Was anyone with you at the time?
The owner let me in about 7 o'clock, and then he left for work. I didn't kill him, but I can understand whoever did.
I was talking with an ex-cop mate of mine. He breeds finches. But no man's in the wild, apparently. Funny the things you learn, isn't it?
Most of Craig's life, you could barely look at him. I used to watch you, Dad. You had to force yourself to look at him. You took so little notice of us. The only way we knew you were home was where we saw your gun on the sideboard. Malik?
Hey, so Wong and Mendez have started arguing. It's possibly about the man who shot your brother, but Wong's saying he doesn't want to pay until the job's done. He's not going to pay until there's proof, so Mendez is pretty pissed.
Well, did he mention any names? Craig's or...?
No. Wong's way too smart for that.
Well, we don't have enough to bring him in.
The other thing is, have Lim listen to the tape, but I'm pretty sure Wong's booked a flight out of Sydney.
Oh, shit, when?
Yeah, it's tomorrow night. She's not happy.
What'd you expect? Hey, those initials we found in Naipaul's diary, they match a website he went to about 5 weeks ago. Australian Private Investigators.
This is your husband's death diary, Mrs. Naipaul. There are these initials JS and the letters API with a question mark. API is a firm that hires out private investigators. Your husband didn't ever actually hire one, but he was definitely thinking about it.
Jake Santor is my fiancé.
You are not officially engaged to him. Don't say that.
Boyfriend, then. My father wanted me to marry a family friend from Mumbai.
A lovely doctor. But she just wants to marry this second-rate musician with a nightclub.
He's not second-rate. And if Daddy had ever taken the time to get to know Jake, he would know that, but he didn't. He just closed his mind against him from the start.
This is just normal family conflict. He never contacted the private investigator.
Can I grab a glass of water?
Of course. Attomma?
No, I'll get it myself. It's the glass. So when was the last time you saw him?
About 3 days ago.
Has he called you today?
Sent some flowers. Some men don't know what to say. I understand that. It's not a nightclub, it's a cabaret venue. A few weeks ago, he called Daddy to set up a meeting. That's probably why Daddy has his initials in his diary.
Did it actually happen?
No.
So car does Jake drive?
A Hyundai.
What colour?
Blue.
What kind of blue?
Navy blue. Is it the same colour as the car you thought
Maybe
ran
I
into
can't
death?
talk about.
I'm not a moron, okay? I have seen CSI. He'll give me his car for checks. He didn't do this.
Tamara, do you find it surprising that your father was considering hiring a PI to investigate Jake?
You know, the last thing my father ever said to me was that I'd broken his heart. How am I supposed to live with that?
My father would get a PI onto me as well if I was going to marry a nightclub owner. Jake Santor. I'm Detective Lim. This is Detective Kane. Speak to you if that's all right.
Driving to Queensland, they could be anywhere.
How often do you lend friends your car, mate?
Can you just tell me what my car's got to do with anything?
How'd you get on with Tamara's father?
Average. What's my car got to do with it?
How long have you and Tamara been engaged for?
I don't know, 4 months, 5, something like that.
You don't even know when you proposed.
Well, I didn't really propose. It's just something that we, decided.
How'd you and Tamara meet, just out of interest?
Doing meditation course.
3 years ago, you were charged with possession of cocaine.
And I learned the error of my ways.
Is that why Dr. Naipaul objected to you and Tamara?
He didn't know.
Maybe you found out.
Why do you think he objected to your relationship?
He wanted to marry an Eskimo. What do you think?
Do you want to think again about where your car is, Mr. Santor?
Look, if I knew, I would tell you, I promise. I told you I loaned it to some friends.
Let's start with their full names, addresses and phone numbers.
Sure.
And the car rego, please.
And where were you yesterday morning at 7 o'clock?
Asleep in bed.
Alone?
Yeah.
What were you and Tamara going to do if Dr. Naipaul forbid her from marrying you?
Maybe after we had kids, he'd come around. I don't know.
That's it.
Talk to him. Sure, all that. I mean, that's what Tama was trying to do.
Yeah.
I've just driven back from Kirkbride's funeral.
All right, here we go.
Some of my NSO colleagues were there, and they hadn't come to John's funeral, and they just avoided me like I had a contagious disease.
I'm sorry.
And these are people I used to call friends, and for them to just, I don't know, not a single word is unbelievable. Strangely enough, no one from immigration came.
Well, if you'd been stealing visa forms, maybe they felt betrayed.
I spoke to Dio. Kirkbride was never interested in money. He's just, I don't know, he was adamant he was ethical.
Yeah, but come on, Sophia. I mean, the facts indicate otherwise.
Well, facts can be manufactured. Dio thinks the photographer who took the shots works for a defunct magazine called Indonesia Today. Maybe there's an Indonesian number on Kirkbride's
Well,
list.
I asked the feds for his phone records, and they were very protective.
What, you mean they said no? What about Coda, the cleaner?
Well, I left a message. He hasn't called me back, and I haven't had time to chase him home. So don't you go and do it.
What, you think I'm getting too involved? Look, I have to know what the connection is with Coda, Zapata, my husband.
Look, I'm on the job. I've got to go, okay?
Halo? Iya, betul. Iya, terima kasih. Saya sedang mencari seorang wartawan foto yang telah mengambil foto-foto penyelundupan. Apakah Anda tahu siapa kira-kira orang tersebut?
Brain death is the irreversible loss of all brainstem functions. During our tests, the ventilator was turned off and spontaneous breathing did not occur. Is there anything more you need to know about the process, Mr. Deacon?
I just need more time. All organs? Or are there organs and tissues you wish to exclude? Come on, Patricia, we can do this. It's what you want.
What's this we?
He's my son.
You want to grieve losing Craig, then you should have done it years ago, because that's when you lost him. All the available organs, all of them. I'm sorry I snapped, Dad. It's all right. I think this is what we should do. Papa. Okay.
I want you to go home. Come on. I want you to go home, you get some rest, and I'll give you a call when we're needed back here. Okay? You promise me?
These blokes could be
My
anywhere.
team taking care of this, Dad, right now, right this very minute, and I'll stay on it, okay? Just go.
All right.
Explain this photo. A man we knew had just killed himself.
A man we knew.
And this reporter, I'd never heard of her before. A crime scene reporter's never going to write this kind of garbage. It's a beat up just to discredit me. That's all it is.
We're exactly where we were 1 year ago.
I'll fix it.
Except it says where we live.
Why have you got so many of them?
Yeah. It was all I could think to do.
I'm sorry.
Sorry for what, Zane? Do you know? Do you have feelings for her, Zane? Because that's what this looks like. Just tell me.
No. Can't talk.
This is how they tell me I'm suspended. Someone set us up.
I've got to go.
ظهر السين ان شاء الله مع السلامه بالسلامه ان شاء الله.
It's rubbish.
Yes, well, the Minister and Acting Premier certainly think so, but probably not in the way you mean. Was she accessing intelligence on your behalf?
No.
Are you having an affair with her?
Of course not.
Well, that's what it looks like.
She's resentful because she feels NSO left her husband unprotected. She's making stupid mistakes. For all we know, she orchestrated this whole thing.
Why would she make up Burns suspended? She says it's the first she'd
She was told yesterday afternoon. I know that for a fact. I'm sorry, she's jeopardised her career and you've been caught up in it.
I need to speak to you and Cara alone, and Lim, in one of the interview rooms. My brother is now, officially brain dead until the operation begins to harvest his organs. He remains on life support. And we have a situation where Wong's under the impression that the killers did not do their job, so he needs to save face and continue what they started. But Wong is planning to leave town, and if he does, we've lost the man I want to get. So my idea is this. We make it easy for the killers to do their job. You call Wong in Cantonese so he gets it. Say that you met him at the casino last time he was in town and you have some information someone has asked you to pass on. The Craig Deacon is recovering in hospital. He's sitting up talking in a private room under the name of Jeffrey Black.
Oh, so sure you want to do this?
Thank you. I've dialed his number for you. 喂，汪先生係嘛？我係 Lucy 啊，我上次在悉尼島上見過你嚇。我聯絡你係因為我想問你關於 Craig Deacon。Won't get away with this.
Well, that's the idea of the hospital isn't exactly a control situation.
Oh, it's going to have to work. If these guys want their money, they've got no choice.
Yeah, we've got action. Anglo guy's fit. Injury to the left side of the head makes him the driver. The one on the left must be the shooter.
They look pretty pissed off. He's not going to pay him until the job's done.
They don't have a gun. They tossed it after the job.
Yeah. Well, Mendes will take care of that. Come in.
Right then, move.
Let's go. Just the way to the hospital?
Nah. What do you think they're doing?
Probably buying a gun.
I don't mean I like the photograph.
She loved it. She cut it out and stuck it on the fridge.
Here we go. What are they doing? There's only 3 of them. Where's the 4th guy?
I see Wong, Mendes, and the driver.
Hey, these guys aren't going anywhere. They're staying here.
The 4th guy could be on his way to the hospital.
Shit, call the boss.
Where is he? Where's my son? Where's Craig Deacon? Where is my boy? Where have you put my son? Where?
Calm down,
You
please.
told me if something had happened
Dad,
and you're
okay,
dreaming.
I will just come outside, God.
You couldn't have got there that fast.
Right, Dad, just calm down, okay? Craig is in here. Nothing has happened to him. He's been moved, that's all right? And you just sit down. This is a sting and you're going to get in the way, so you just relax, okay?
Hey, there's a man on his way up. He's downstairs asking for Jeffrey Black.
It's Jeffrey Black.
Okay, thank you. Stand by. You just stay there, all right? Do not move. You keep this door shut and do not move. Just stay there. Put the hospital in lockdown now. Police, don't move! Put down the weapon! Put your weapon down now! I said put your fucking weapon down now!
I gotta stay.
Now! Good. You step back. Step away from the gun. I had one brother and now he's gone, you piece of shit.
I know what you're talking about.
You think I don't recognise you? Huh? See, I can't think of any reason. None at all, actually, why you should live. You killed my brother.
What? You all right?
Arrest him, Malik. Malik?
family's in what they're cracked up to be.
Mine is just cracked.
He was a man of his times. Work was his duty.
No, sorting out my brother was his duty.
What, are you going to keep punishing me?
I am not punishing
That's
you.
what it looks like. What happens if I transgress? The same fate?
Probably.
Your father made choices. Choices that you don't approve of, but from where I'm standing, you're walking in the same shoes.
Why don't you ever talk about your father?
Well, no, you know why. Pa, it's just you and your father now.
My father never told us that he loved us. Shit, I never talk great either.
Patrol just called in Jake Santor's car, and it wasn't in Queensland.
So what do you got?
Wallet with cash, no ID, jammed in the driver's side.
So it looks like he's panicked. He's killed Narple. He's dumped the car in his room.
Who is it? The boyfriend or his mates are supposed to be in Queensland?
In your previous statement, you said that you were in bed at 7 a.m. and that your car was up in Queensland with your friend. Did you care to revise that? So we got your car downstairs. Your friend says that on the morning that Dr. Narple was murdered, you gave the car to him and you said you had a fight with the doctor. What's that on your hand? Hit something, maybe?
He refused to meet me. I stopped him. I had to talk to him about Tama and me getting married. He said never. And that was it, no discussion. I was not for his daughter. I just lost it. I hit him. I heard the crack as his skull hit the ground.
Why didn't you call an ambulance?
I knew it was over. I just ran. I feel sick about it. Just sick.
Daddy and Jake. Both stubborn and hot-tempered.
How could you talk about them in the same breath?
Sorry, Mom. But you know, if you and Daddy had just accepted Jake, this might never have happened.
I don't know, Craig Deacon.
I've got a witness says you came in looking for him. You had a bunch of flowers. You said you were best mates. I guess that's before you figured out he was
I've
dead.
got nothing against the bloke. Why would I want to kill him?
I guess because you're getting paid for it, Tony.
I've got nothing to say.
Okay, don't say anything. But as it stands, you're going to be charged with Craig Deacon's murder. Just so you understand.
Resisting a firearm, that's all you got.
We're very happy with the murder brief.
For your information, that's the crime scene. The glass fragments, there's your mate's blood all over. Where is your mate? Watch the gigging chickens out.
We had a case recently. A person was in a very similar situation to yourself. And the letter we forwarded to the judge made a massive difference.
How much difference?
In his case, about a third of the sentence with an early plea.
Depends.
On
how much you're willing to assist us and how much we want to know what.
Well, how much do you?
Quite a bit, if I know.
All right, what do I have to do?
Just tell us how Wong was going to pay you. We'll go from there.
I was supposed to call him and tell him the job was done and then arrange a meeting place.
Do another radio check, will you?
Can't copy Malik radio check.
Got you loud and clear.
Yeah, Lim here. Got you loud and clear too. Stand by. Stand by. Got our man. He's just driven up in a gold Camry, Yankee November Zulu 716.
Okay, Tony's out of the car.
Stand by. We have our target vehicle on approach. Commodore Alpha Tango 96 Delta Zulu.
Hold your positions. Wong's getting out of the car, Mendes is out too.
It's done. You should have done it properly the first time. It's done now.
10 grand only.
No, the full amount.
No. Mr. Wong thinks you're lucky to be getting that.
Nobody goes until I count this.
I've got a maroon Falcon coming towards you at speed. I can't identify the driver.
Wait, hold your position.
It's my father!
Shots fired.
Get against the car! Pull against the car! Get against the car! Get against the car, you pet! Get down again, put the equipment down! Down to the ground! Get down! Get down! Get down!
Get on the ground! How dare you put my day at risk!
Elite, 1, 2, 3. You mongrel, rice-eating, pan-headed mongrel bastard!
I'll arrest you.
You go right ahead. You do what you like. I loved your mother. No matter what you think, I loved your mother and I loved your brother. You understand? I've always loved you. You're me. Whether you like it or not, you're me.
I tracked down Hafid, the photographer who took the shots.
Come in.
I lose my job and you cut me off when I'm trying to talk to
I'm
you.
sorry, I couldn't talk at the time.